Today too is another day. Um, uh, Earlier, from my earlier posts, I said I will be showing you how I will retouch this image, and today is the day the Lord has made. So we will be retouching this image. So I'll be skipping some other things, and I'll be pointing out the key ones which I think is needed. Yeah. So don't stay tuned and watch what I do. So for the start, I'll have to take out the frontal, the lines, the frontal that is there. Those are the rigs that we have. It has this in. You don't get a good hairstylist to take care of that thing. You need to take care of that in Photoshop. Okay. Most of the times we have this tool, the spot healing or the clone stamp that we used to remove these things. So let's say the spot healing. Let's try something like this. See how it's working. It's not working perfect, so we have to use the clone stamp to work on that again. All right, to make it a little perfect. But now the Photoshop has brought a new tool which is called the remove tool, which will make it more easier for you. It's only in the 2024 Photoshop. So try and get, if you can't buy the Photoshop, you can get the cracked one so that it will help you out. So let's say at this side, I will just brush to the point I want it to clean. Then I give it its own time. It will process and clean it away from me with no stress and no headache. Yeah. So it has to do its own thing because it's an AI thing. It worked, but it has a little fault. So let's try again. Let's try again. Most of the times I can use this same tool to remove pimples. Things I see is very off, I can use that to remove it, and it's fine for me because there are some pictures I don't really need to spend a whole rush into it. I just need to do it nice. Yeah. So now it's off. Yeah. So let's go back to our spot healing, which is going to make us work more faster in the healing. Out. So sometimes you have to zoom in and zoom out to see things that are very obvious in the eye when it is zoomed out, so that you can take them out. So I want to take out this eye line from there. I don't need it there. Sometimes when this loading is taking long for you, I don't know whether it's only me that it worked for, but when I press the alt or the option key, it run more faster. Yeah, I think when I mostly do that, it runs more faster for me. It looks like it's speeding it up to run more faster. Yeah. So you can try that and see whether it also work for you. Sometimes when you are uploading a picture, PSD file or a TIFF file, it looks like it runs slow in that loading. So when you press the alt or the option key, it will run more faster for you, so that you don't get you delayed in those angles. Okay. All right, that is working. All right. So let me take this part also off. All right. So I want to take this eye thing also off. Let me see if it will work with the remove tool, and I'm sure it will work. It will definitely work. It will definitely work for me. Because there's a lot of magic in this thing. Oh, it worked. It worked. It worked. It worked. Oh, it worked. So let's take it like we are done with the blemish remover, and we are going to do our frequency separation. Okay. So I'll do two things for you to see the difference in what I'm meaning when I say when you reduce the frequency, the radius, what happens, and when you increase it, what happens. Okay. So I will do this comparison for you to get to understand it. Okay. So if I'm able to do this and we are not able to complete the whole process, I think it will be best, because completing it is not the necessary thing, but knowing and understanding what you are doing is the most important. Okay. So let's go to the via Gaussian blend. It's the same as to what you are used to. So there's no need for. I think there are a lot of people that say, "Oh, I want the RA. It's going to help me." And I said, "No. When you get an action which has the frequency separation, you are good to go. There's no need to go for the RA, because is what is here is the same thing that is here. But I prefer just to use this one. You get it? So there's no magic in this one. There's no magic in it. It's the same thing that is here. So there's no fighting of going to get the array. You get it? It's not an automatic thing that when you just press it, it just work out for you. No, there's nothing special about it. It's the same thing that is here. It's the same thing that you have. Okay. Just when you have this one, you just have to go to the 16-bit. Don't go for the 8-bit. The 8-bit are for the JPEGs, and the 8-bit are for the raw files. So you just go for the 16-bit, right? So let's go with the first one. So let's take it like this picture. The first radius that was given to us is 6.4. Okay, so let's go like 3.2, 3.3, 3.3. Okay, let's go something like this, 3.3, right? So okay, yeah. So now um let me duplicate this lower frequency. So I'm also duplicate my lower frequency of this one, and go to my mixer brush. Okay, so here is 20 20 20. So as I said earlier, the mix is not working because this key is off, this brush is off, so the mix is not working. It's only the wet, the load, and the flow that is working. Okay, and you have to off your smoothing too. So when you come here, window, brush settings, you just toggle the smoothing off, and you turn on the build up. The build up only work on the wet. Okay, it works on the wet or the flow, something like that. Yeah. All right. So I'm about to smooth, so that you see what I mean by it will look like a plastic and all those stuff. So let me smooth in. No. So now this is the first step. Now you see it's far away, so this is how some people will see the image after the retouch. All right, this is how some people will see the image after the retouch, unless you zoom in to see the whole image. So this picture is a plastic image because you need to zoom in before you see the textures. That's a plastic image. All right, guys, this is a plastic image. Now let's off this and let's build another one. Let's build another one. So let's, in this one, let's go let's say maybe 20. Okay, there's a perfect number. So 20. Yeah. So there's a 20. So I'll duplicate here. So in case I do any mistake, I can go back. All right. So with this one too. So let me toggle this back on. Now we see the before and the after of the image. So now you see, as I said earlier, I've increased the Gaussian blur to 20. Now when I was smoothing, you saw that the place was being smoothened, but when we came back, nothing, like it looked like nothing has happened. The face looked like in a way. So let's say before, after. You get it? Before, after. You don't really feel the image, that like the blurriness of the image. It looks like you are just revealing the textures more than the blurriness of the image. And the other one is you are revealing more of the blurriness of the image than the textures. So these are the two things. When you increase the Gaussian blur, the radius of the Gaussian blur, if you reduce it, you are adding more blur than the textures. When you increase it, you are adding more of the textures than the blurriness. So that is it. So it has to be in between, so that you get the blurriness and you get the textures. That is what we are going to do right now again. All right, so let's get into it. So let me off this one too. All right, then Gaussian blur. So now it has given me a default of 6.4. Now I want to get in between these things, these two numbers. Okay, so let's say I'm increasing it to a point where I feel that is okay. All right, so 8.0, see 8.0, 0.0. So I still see this spot in it. Okay, this spot in it. Okay, and that is a good thing. You need to notice those things. So let me say 9. It's going off a little, but it's still in. So I think the 9 is okay for me. So let me go. Okay, so I'm okay with a 9. All right, I'm okay with a 9. So same applies. Duplicate of this one, then I start the smoothing. So guys, and if you want to know how to smoothing this kind of, just check one of my my frequency separation videos. I'll just link some in the description below, so that you can find how some people smoothing the image, go this way, move this way. All right, so there's a way you need to do it so that it will be more easier for you. it's simple for you. Some also reduce their brush so that they can get a point. But for me, depending on the area, I increase my brush or reduce my brush depending on the area. Okay, so you just don't want to just make the brush small just to be able to do it well. No, some do that and it helps them, but if you want to work more faster and with ease, I think increasing your brush will be best. Will be best. It's like with a small cup and you have a bigger container, you are fetching water. It will take you a very long time for you to fill that gallon. But when you use a bigger gallon to fill that gallon, I think it's going to help you do it more quicker and faster. Right? I think there's a whole lot of mistakes. I'm not here to perfect the frequency separation. I'm just teaching you how this thing. If you want to know how I do most of my frequency separation, just check most of my videos. I do more of the frequency separation, and it's going to help you out. All right. I'm just showing you today. I'm just showing you how these radios and things work. All right, so guys, I'm done. So let's preview and see what it's really doing. No, so now you see how this image is looking. All right, you see the blur, you see the texture, everything is accurate. So let me zoom out. Now you see I've zoomed out, but you still see how it is. Just imagine. So let's see. So this is the increased one. So this is how when you zoom it out, this is what you see. Okay, you see more of the blur than the textures. Let's off this one, on this one. Now you see more of the textures than the blur. Okay, it's more of like the skin. You have not done anything to the image. Okay, and this is the in between. Now you see the blurriness, you see the texture. So this is how these radius things work in this frequency separation. So you need to understand these things, else you are going to make so much mistakes and errors in this frequency separation. So that is what I came to teach you, for you to understand these things. So continue practicing these things and get to understand it, and you are good to go. All right. So I'll bring in you another series again on another shoot I did at the studio, and another shoot I did on a location. I had it behind the scene I'm working on, and I will show you the before and after of the images. So stay tuned. And it looks like I've been delaying the postables, but now I want to be frequent in this thing. So stay tuned, guys, and I'll be bringing you more of these videos. Peace up, God bless you, and don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share to all your friends.